Hey, what's up you guys? After Show Reaction. Today I'm going to be reacting to some more Black Lightning. This is season 4, episode 5. Let's get into it.
Can't believe she's gone.
No, trust me, Jen is still alive.
So we don't even get to see them find out. We're just in
the ionosphere overloaded her body. She exploded.
Look, I know it's crazy, but an explosion by definition is matter turning to energy, right? Well, Jen's powers allow her to do that.
No, Jeff, you're grasping at straws. No, Dad has a point. Jennifer has shifted energy states before and she survived, so it's possible, right?
Because of Jefferson's affinity for electrons, maybe that's what he's feeling?
No, in theory, yes, but there's a big difference between matter and living matter.
No, with Jen.
The Starlink satellite's telling me that there's definitely something weird happening up there. The energy just shifted.
I told you, she's still alive.
TC, ask the satellite if we can uplink their live feed to the explosion site.
Assessing it now.
There. That small cluster of energy particles. Look at how they're hovering together as a group.
Those particles should be
plus they're
scattering,
also
not
the
coming
same
together.
color as her powers.
It's gotta be her. I'm going up there.
Even if that cloud is Jen, your body would not be able to absorb that kind of energy. Jen's power almost killed you before, and that was a fraction of what you'd have to absorb.
Even without taking on Jen's power, an influx of energy that great could be enough to kill you.
I have to get those particles down before they dissipate and we lose her.
Even if she is still alive, and you were able to withstand the full weight of Jen's energy, we would still have to reconstitute her by turning her energy back into matter. And that's something, at least as far as I know, that's never been done. We would probably need a hadron
there's a
particle
lot of
condenser to
things
do it.
that have
Okay,
never
where do
been
we
done
get one of
before.
those?
It's not something you just pick up at the store, Jeff.
Team Flush?
Star Labs in Central City has them. But you can never get it here in time.
Central City. I have a friend there who might be able to help. I'll get it here in a flash.
Uncle! Oh, we're just not even seeing it? Fucking rude. Nah, that's rude. Fucking rude.
Careful. There's only a handful of these in the world.
Nice to have powerful friends.
Especially super fast ones.
Yeah.
Okay, so how are we looking?
If
Well
you'd
said.
asked about this maybe
But it
like
won't
a
matter
week
unless
ago
you can
though.
contain Jen's energy.
I will.
Jeff, I could go down the long list of reasons why you shouldn't do this.
Just come back, okay?
You're gonna be needing this.
Go get our baby.
Wow. Going from Superman and Lois to this. I'm sorry, but it's noticeable.
I've calibrated your goggles to locate Jen's energy signature.
It's her. Because I'm so close, it's like I can hear her calling me.
I thought that they said this would kill him. I'm confused.
His heart rate is slowing. His blood pressure is beginning to drop.
The suit can't regulate this much energy.
Hold on, Jeff! Come on, Dad. Wake up. Wake up!
I'm gonna blast high-frequency tones into his earpiece. Come on, Jeff. One more time. Jefferson, you've got to pull up.
I can't! The force is too great!
Very interesting song to play in Black Lightning. Sounds great though. See, this is good music to play in a moment like this.
Jefferson, are you all right?
Yeah. More or less. And here you guys were worried.
Oh, thank God.
So I feel like I've heard that song before on like the Vampire Diaries or one of the shows from the Vampire Diaries universe, maybe. I don't know. I can't pinpoint what it is. Usually I can pinpoint it if it's on the Vampire Diaries. I don't know why. But like, I'm assuming maybe it's in the originals or Legacies. I just don't know. I can't pinpoint the moment. Or maybe it just sounds similar to a song that's on there. I don't know. I just need the answer. It was driving me nuts and I can't find it. I figured I gotta watch the episode, and if I remember, maybe I'll do it after.
Katie, what'd you find? Did you find an impact site?
Accessing video footage now.
Look at this electrified idiot of a Negro here, looking all supercharged. You know, Red, you may actually have to earn your money.
Say the word, boss.
Boy, I got 2 words for you. Fix my damn wall.
You were spot on, Detective. Despite all those lightning burns around the torso and face, cause of death was blunt force trauma to the throat.
Probably just another casualty to their turf war with the Cobras.
That's one theory. But we know 2 metas who can make marks like that.
Black Lightning's been MIA for a year. This isn't how that brother rolls.
She's been disrespecting this department since I got here. With her blatant disregard for public property and her apparent role in the mayor's killing, it's time we put a face to this meta-vigilante problem.
Chief, we've got no way of putting this body on Lightning.
Until someone can show me a better option, she serves the purpose. It's time to remind these metas who's in charge around here, which is why I'll officially be naming you head of our newly formed meta task force.
Oh, there's always a meta task force, isn't there?
Much appreciated, but I'm gonna have to pass.
I pull your file, Detective. 4 years in the Marine Corps, another 2 doing spec ops. This is right up your alley.
Like I said, I appreciate the offer, but I turned down SWAT because I want to be solving major cases, not kicking down doors at 2 in the morning because somebody sold a dime bag of weed. Same holds true for Metas, Chief.
I wasn't asking for your opinion, Detective, but thank you for your input.
I really don't like her.
Welcome to the task force.
He just said no.
Now don't screw it up.
He just said no. You can't force him to take a promotion or whatever.
Thought I lost you out there.
I'm not going anywhere.
Feels like you've been gone a really long time.
Feels that way to me, too.
I should have told you about the ionosphere.
What? Wait a minute. Wait. You knew?
I thought it was handled. She said she wouldn't do it anymore.
The mantra of every addict known to man. Yeah, I wonder where she got that from.
Don't.
Yeah, how can I not, Lynn? And you wonder why I don't trust you.
You're the one who's to blame for this. You have
She
been
just said
so
she should
wrapped
have.
up in your
You don't need
nonsense,
to
you didn't
argue
have a
about it
clue
now.
What was going on with Jen?
So Henderson's death is nonsense
He
now.
died a year
We
ago.
don't need to argue about
Move
this.
on.
She just said,
It was
I
Bill
should have
who
told
died, not
you.
you.
Sorry.
Yes.
Like,
Yes, and I have to live with that every single day.
And while poor Jeff is living with it, do you have any idea of the amount of pain you've caused? Black Lightning has abandoned this city, his family. Jen wouldn't have become addicted to the ionosphere if you'd have been here. This is because of you.
oh, that's harsh.
I'll be brief. We have solid
I'll be
information
case.
that the 100 gang is responsible for the assassination of Mayor Billy Black. An arrest warrant has been
hit
issued
myself
for its
sometimes.
leader, Latavius Lala Johnson. The brave men and women of Freeland PD have already apprehended several high-ranking members of the 100. Sadly, even as we take this major step forward to protect our streets,
Well,
I
good
have
luck.
to report yet another senseless death in our community.
Because the ground is
24-year-old
quite bad.
Lydell Jackson. Now, as this is an ongoing investigation, I'm unable to provide all of the information about the case. But I am able to confirm that based on the evidence collected, the meta who calls herself Lightning is our primary suspect.
No, there's no way Jen did this.
Showing no regard for authority or the loss of human life, we now consider Lightning to be Freeland's public enemy number 1.
You can't just blame her if you've got no fucking
I've assigned
evidence.
Detective Hassan
The
Shakur
fuck,
to
lady?
head up our new meta task force. These vigilantes need to be stopped once and for all, and that's exactly what we're gonna do.
You gonna tell them, or should I?
Jen didn't do this. I did.
Yep, you killed a man. Mr.
So
We Don't
you're
Kill.
saying you killed this guy?
No, he was very much alive when I left, but I beat him up pretty bad, and I may have broken his leg.
So you wouldn't put up the suit, but you thought it was okay to torture a random guy from the neighborhood. And you said I can't be trusted.
I've never told anyone this story, not even Lynn. We were at the grocery store picking up a few things, and I remember picking apples, because back then Jen had this thing where she wouldn't eat bruised fruit, so I was being extra careful.
I remember that phase. She had no problem eating broccoli, but she wouldn't even look at a grape if she deemed it too squishy.
The child. She was born strong-willed, and that never changed.
Sounds a lot like her father.
Oh, you would know, right?
I feel like you're halfway through a story.
30 years of this. So there I was, busy with the apples, not paying attention to Jen. I turn around and she's gone. I looked everywhere, running up and down the aisle.
This has happened to everyone.
This is the one and only time I ever lost one of my kids. It was probably just a
Happened to
few
me.
minutes, but it
I
felt like
I
hours.
wandered off and
So where'd you find
I
her?
went to the front desk. I think it happened a couple times with me actually. I went to the front desk and I was like, I'm lost, and they paged my mum over the system. That's all you gotta do. I was a mess. I think my mum was a mess. I was young.
Underneath the shelf, over by the magazine rack, You know, I'll never forget it. I found her as she was looking at Colin Kaepernick in the body issue. Yeah, smiling ear to ear. No idea that I had spent the worst 5 minutes of my life. Till today. It's just gotta work.
It's weird because, like, as a kid, you think, oh my god, where's my parent gone? Have they just left me? Have I been abandoned? And then you just, like, have... I don't know about you, but I've got some severe, like, severe abandonment issues. Severe rejection problems, really. It really just boils down to that. I've told a couple stories in regards to, like, rejection stories. But, like, it's like I'm worried that my parent had rejected me and just left me at the store. Like, as kids, we don't know that, like, you know, parents not just going to abandon you like that. I mean, some parents do. But, like, they can't just get away with that kind of thing. I don't know. Like, as kids, we think that we're just abandoned and that's it. You know?
I can't promise you that everything's gonna be okay. What I can promise you is that no matter what, we'll get through this together.
Oh, can I ask you a question? Do you agree with Lynn? Well, this is all my fault.
I don't. But Black Lightning has been gone long enough. He is, and always has been, the hope of Freeland.
I guess we all could use a little bit of hope right about now.
Well, she's kind of busy at the Salvatore boarding school. Is that the third reference I've made to a different TV show? I think so. Okay, look. I was just thinking that this is like one of the better episodes because it's focusing solely on their family, and that's great. We don't need fucking Lala. Who fucking cares about the Teletubby? We don't need the Teletubby in this episode. Like, calm down. I was thinking that we don't even need Tobias in this episode. Like, it just feels out of place. You don't need this. It's like, okay, it's like that one episode of Buffy, you know, like, Spike's like a regular character in the show, like, in this specific season at the very least, right? And there's one episode that is just not in at all because he wouldn't fit with what goes on in that episode. And you know what I'm talking about if you've seen the show. And that's all I'm going to say. But, like, they had the sense to know that he doesn't need to be in that episode because of the subject matter. So, like, you don't need to have this shit in this episode. It is a strong episode without them. Adding them in just bogs it down. I said what I said.
So we'll be friends now?
Well, since I'm hearing you got more bodies in lockup than you do on the streets, I figured you and me should talk.
So talk.
The new chief is coming at you guys pretty hard. And after she's done with the 100, she's coming for me and Lady Eve. I'm trying to get ahead of that.
So the enemy of my enemy is my friend. That's what you're saying?
Seems like a truce makes sense given the circumstances. You can even pick the place. Bring some people that you trust and we can hash out the details.
Nah. It's time that we flip the script.
I don't care.
Like they say, there's no avoiding war. It can only be postponed to the advantage of others.
What you saying?
Destiny came at me with that Sun Tzu, so I went straight Machiavelli. That means that bitch gots to die.
What? We don't call each other back anymore? I could have been stranded on the side of the road.
Come on, but were you?
Okay, don't talk to me like you're blackbirding somebody. I'm not a bad guy.
My world is pretty upside down right now, all right?
Well, then tell me what's going on. Maybe I can help.
That's okay. I'm just gonna head for a cool shower and clear my mind.
Anissa, this is ridiculous. We're married now. I shouldn't have to chase after you to figure out what's going on in your life. You know, I've been on the outside looking in since I was a kid, and this is more of the same. Seriously, you haven't even told your family that we're married yet.
Come on, what is it that you want from me, Grace?
What do I want?
Yes.
Anissa, I am not your roommate or some random hookup. I'm your wife, and giving me a corner of your loft isn't letting me in.
Okay, you're right. You are. But I've gotten comfortable with being by myself for a long time. And people put up walls, Grace. You know that. To protect ourselves. But it's not on purpose, I promise. Now, come on. I love you. And you know that.
I love you too.
Now, I'm asking that you please be patient with me, Grace. I'm trying. I really am. But it's gonna be a work in progress.
For me too. Hey. Are you okay?
There's something that I've got to tell you about my sister.
All the Pierces are back together.
Did we need to cut away from that? That would have been great to see.
You're happy about them all getting ready to come at us. Tell you the truth, that don't look so good.
Yep. I have big villain things to talk about. Yep.
In chess, the most dangerous pieces are the ones that your opponent keeps on reserve.
I'm gonna talk about how I'm so villainous and I have a villainous plan. Yep. Don't give a shit. Go back to the shit that actually matters right now.
I always win.
I have an update.
Sorry if this is annoying you, but it's like, this is annoying me.
Will you lighten up?
You think I don't know your type? Trying to look all professional, the good girl, everything perfect. My daddy always told me beware of the girl whose eyes never smile.
And won't you tell Val where your dear old dad is?
Eyes smile?
Field Cemetery. My mother cut his throat.
And Mama knows best. What you got for me?
Our project is on schedule, but delays are projected due to Pierce family interference.
That's unacceptable. I want it when I want it.
I'm afraid it's not that simple.
It
I
is.
don't even know what they're even talking
You
about
just have to
here.
get past
And
your
even
Yale
if I wasn't
education
talking
seat.
over them, like, I still
You know,
wouldn't
Yale
know
isn't
because
trained to see the complexity
it's just
as well.
villain
The
talk
rest
right
of us
now.
miss it. That's why
They just-
Yale Law School turns out a ton of law professors.
How do you know all these things?
If one would have power, one must recognize the hierarchies in all things.
Who said that?
Me,
May I be candid?
at your own peril.
I would suggest that you're showing signs of obsession with the Pierces that won't redound to your benefit.
You just stay on top of that schedule. My sister Tori always told me, if something's important, you check it, double check it, then check it again.
You will have what you want when you want it.
Good.
I'm sorry, that really pissed me off that we cut away from Anissa's talking about what happened to Jen.
What's up, fellas? Y'all miss me?
Like, we haven't had a lot of emotional moments in this show, and that would have been great to see. But no. That... Ow.
Why don't you come back when we open? Make yourself some coin. A host of them hands, unless you plan on getting got.
Just put it down. Cops are already on their way.
Trust me. If anybody dies up in here, it ain't gonna be me.
You know, I hoped you turned the corner when we fought the Markovians. How much death do you need, man? Killing the mayor wasn't enough for you?
Man, I ain't kill that fool. And none of my boys did neither.
That's not what Chief Lopez thinks.
There's only one person I wanted dead that night. Tobias Whale. And you should want him dead your damn self. Because no matter what that Negro's playing at, know this. He comes
I mean,
for
he
all
can
of us.
prove that he didn't kill them. Just show that the tattoo isn't there.
We gotta stop killing each other, bro.
Tell that to the police. Freeland's my house. I don't kill nobody in it unless they got it coming. Glad to see you back. Freeland's been needing someone to look up to.
Is he just not going to show that he, like, he has proof? Like, why did they use that?
Y'all know what's going on. That's ain't known for being on point. She's supposed to get 30 minutes ago.
Something don't feel right.
Hands in the air! Down! Down on the ground! Get your asses down! La, don't.
What, is you dying here? What was the point of his character?
All right, big boy. Hands behind your back.
I can't breathe.
That's because you fat. I ain't even on you like that. So stop disrespecting the dead.
Okay.
Go ahead and make the call. This time we brought in an assassin that specializes in metas. Okay.
Wait, no, I can't do it.
I'm right here. I got you.
Oh man, I'm never like this, babe, but ever since we were kids, you know she's been my everything. My ride or die. The first
your
person
sister.
I came out to. First person I told about you. I can't even imagine.
Hey,
It's
come
no
on.
way.
Deep breaths. Look at us. The fact that we're both standing here after all that the world's thrown at us is proof that anything's possible. Right now, let's choose to live in the possible.
Another not rap song. The music person's changed this season, I'm sure.
Anissa Pierce.
I feel like I've heard this song too.
What's going on?
Something's not right. Ever since the explosion, I felt Jen's essence, her energy, until now.
Maybe it's a byproduct of the reconstitution.
She's alive. Jeff, she's alive.
Why is it green all of a sudden? Is the lighting change?
Whoa, what the?
Okay, all right. For real. This isn't funny.
Seriously, why are you looking at me like that?
Who the hell are you? Hey, what's up you guys? Quick interruption here. As you are no doubt aware, these past few years have been tough on all of us. And there are some things that none of us can hide from. The cost of living, for instance, food and things like electricity, gas, and water have all gone up and they continue to go up. Now, I don't really like to advertise this, but in order to afford keeping the lights on, the camera running, and to be able to provide you guys with new content like this very edit, for example, I feel I need to let you guys know about how you can help support the channel and myself. I have a Patreon that if you pledge to, you're helping support the channel, and in return, you can get a vast amount of content that you wouldn't regularly get on YouTube, such as full unedited reactions to my regular content, a ton of other shows and movies that you probably don't even know that I've reacted to. A link to this can be found in the description below, and it really does help the channel by keeping me and my very cute cats alive. Think of the cats. If you're interested, you can also check out our website, which is also linked below. Perhaps there's some shows and movies there that you didn't even know that I reacted to, but you always wanted to see. Please know, pledging is entirely your own choice, of course. You're welcome to stay here on YouTube and wait for the edits to come out. No worries. I'm not going anywhere. More edits are coming. I understand not everyone is in the position to support creators, but any help is welcome. Anyways, thank you for your continued support, whether it's through YouTube or on Patreon. You guys are the best. Now please, enjoy the rest of the video. Alrighty, okay. That was Black Lightning, Season 4, Episode 5. I got really frustrated that they kept cutting away from all the emotional moments. The fuck? For more, like, just random villain of the week shit, like, we can deal with that next episode. It doesn't need to be in this episode. Ah, it's so infuriating, because, like, we don't have episodes like this on the show. We don't. And, like, there's an episode where it was, like, dealing with the demise, I guess, of Jen and the effects on their family. And instead of, like, actually, you know, focusing on the moment of, like, Anissa talking to her wife about her sister, like, exploding, like, we cut away to some fucking villain monologue. Like, who the fuck cares? I'm sorry. Like, I'm sorry if you do care, okay? Tell me I'm wrong. But please do it in a respectful manner. Maybe I'm being a bit disrespectful to you, in your, like, thoughts, I guess. But it's just really frustrating for me because I didn't care about that. I cared about the emotional impact of this story arc, I guess. And then whoever the hell that is at the end. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one.
Uh-oh.